That we've been experiencing is what is left of Hurricane Ian.
While it's no longer packing the punch it did in Florida, it may still take a toll on some areas along the coastline in the form of flooding and beach erosion.
News 12 New Jersey's Chris Keating visiting several beaches today. Right now, Chris, you're in Point Pleasant.
Kurt, good evening. If you're anywhere inland today, it may feel like a normal rainy Monday, but out here along the Jersey coastline, it is a much different experience. We are definitely still feeling and reeling from the effects of this storm as it passes on through. Yes, it's been a lot of rain, but what you notice most is the wind. We've had gusts of between 35 and 40 miles per hour at times. It's very strong out here. One of the things we're worried about is flooding. And out here in this part of Point Pleasant, we found some localized street flooding. A short time ago, police were out here and they shut down Broadway and the corner of Boston Avenue. And this is a look at Boston Avenue. These homeowners are very much aware that this happens anytime they have heavy rainfall or a storm coming through because of the fact that they are located right between the Monmouth River and the Atlantic Ocean. This is par for the course, and this is what we're seeing tonight, especially as we hit high tide. So this is Point Pleasant tonight. Localized flooding, lots of rain and wind, and a temperature of 53 degrees. However, this has not been the only place we've been checking in on. We've been at several popular spots along the shoreline in Monmouth County today. In Long Branch earlier, the wind was extremely strong and we could see the Atlantic gaining ground on the boardwalk. But the beach was holding up pretty well, even as we ran into high tide this afternoon. Erosion, of course, is a major concern as we feel what's left of Ian passing on by. Along the normally busy boardwalk in Asbury and Belmar, well, the scene was clear as rain was blowing sideways at times, but even there we could see the sand creeping up onto the boards and even Ocean Avenue. Now, all in all, we can tell you this area of the coastline, it's holding up pretty well so far. Even one local told me so far when he was looking at the erosion, nothing exceptional, but it could be a very different experience in other parts of the state, especially Ocean County where they're much smaller beaches, and then further south in places like Atlantic City and Ocean City. There especially we'll be watching for major street flooding and the chance of some property damage in those areas further south of here. But right now we're in Point Pleasant. I'm Chris Keating, News 12 New Jersey.